Listen, if you're someone who's been told to speak up or you sound nervous, you need some more presence. This video is for you. You know that time when you said something and the room just brushed past it? Let me tell you that your voice is working against you. It's not your knowledge, it's not your ideas, it's your voice. And voice is something that you can change because you have developed your voice because of certain behaviors. Behaviors like shh, speak slow, or stay quiet, don't speak much, or can you just say that fast? Just like your accent, you can change your voice. So in this video, I'm going to show you these 7 habits which are making your voice work against you, which is making you sound unauthoritative. And most importantly, I'll tell you how you can fix it. Let's get started. Habit number 1, upward inflections on statement. Go back and check your last meeting or your voice note. And if it sounds something like this, I wanted to check about this meeting. I'm sure it's going to be extremely useful. Can you just get back to me at the earliest? What are you doing? Are you asking for permission or are you saying the statements? Now, you may not be even aware of it. And when you do that, no matter how good your ideas are, no matter how authoritative you are, no matter what position you come with, the other person feels like you're not decisive. You are sounding submissive. Now, here is how I want you to fix it. At the end of the sentence, go downward. Just end your pitch downward. For example, I was calling to check about this meeting, and I'm sure it's going to be extremely useful to you if we get on a call. Sounds decisive, right? Make sure that you check it in your recent conversations. Habit number 2, you say something powerful and then take it back. You had been preparing to present this idea, and when the meeting happened, you said it. The next thing you said is, well, it's just something I'm suggesting. What do you have to say? I mean, I'm just saying you can always look into it. Really? Saying things like, am I even saying that right? Sounds like you are saying something to sound authoritative and then seeking the permission to be authoritative. Not valid, right? So here is what I want you to do. Next time when you say something powerful or something that's going to change the outlook and the output that the room gives, for example, well, in Q3, the revenue has been dipping because the cost of customer acquisition has been high. And if this keeps happening, we will not be able to achieve the revenue that we have committed to the headquarters. So I suggest we go back and check out whether we can get new vendors for the logistics. Pause. Don't say anything after that. Not that I'm just saying if we can look into it. Just pause. Let the room absorb what you said and then take the decision or go in the direction that you want. Habit number 3, speaking too softly. A very dear friend of mine was applying to this cybersecurity firm for a job. I called her. How did it go? It went rather well. Great. 3 weeks later, a mail with rejection. Of course, we got on a call. And I said, you know what? You sound like you are seeking permission because your volume is not enough to make the other person believe what you're saying. It lacks the conviction. Think of it like this. If voice was a Ferrari, your volume is the fuel for that Ferrari. So here's what you're going to fix. You need to take deep breaths, not meditation breathing, but develop the habit of diaphragmatic breathing or what we call belly breathing. Because when you have more air, you don't fall short of breath and your volume stays variant where you need to be, but it sounds powerful. So if you sound submissive, meek, polite, get your volume up and start breathing deep. Habit number 4, speaking way too fast under pressure. When you speak really fast, it looks like you just want to rush from there. Just vanish. Also, the other problem is that when you speak too fast, your listener doesn't really grab the idea that you're trying to put across. Now, when that happens, people will just listen to you. They will not hear you, they will not think, they will not ponder. And when that happens, you don't sound as powerful as you want to be. Your ideas don't land the way they should. So instead of just speaking way too fast in one breath, slow down and purposefully speak slow. And to make sure that you feel you're not sounding weird, please record yourself. And when you'll hear yourself back in that recording, you will realize that it is not awkward when you speak slow. It's just more understandable, more comprehensible. Habit number 5. Skip those filler words, please. I'm not villainizing filler words, okay? But think of it that when the frequency of your filler words are more, they're like speed breakers to your message. So your message is like a car that's going, you're enjoying the view, and then there's a speed breaker, and then there's a speed breaker, and then there's a speed breaker, and the joy is not in the ride. There's no joy ride, in fact. What I want you to do instead is every time you say the sentence, just take a micro pause. Another sentence, micro pause. Because if your filler words are higher in frequency than the important message and the words mentioned in there, the listener is pretty much trying to somehow gather the snippets and understand that, okay, this is what you're speaking. Not using filler words is a way in which you let your listener ease into the message, understand you better. And of course, it makes you sound sure of yourself. Habit number 6, the monotone delivery. Be honest. You're someone who watches a lot of podcasts because you think it's going to make you smart. And yes, it will. But the point is, how many times have you skipped a podcast not because the person sitting across the interviewer was not smart or they didn't have the right content? It's just that whatever they said did not sound important. It's like everything had the same weightage. That's because you are not modulating your voice. There is no vocal variation. Your speed is same, your pitch is same, your tone is same, and guess what? Now I'm bored. Just like you're bored listening to what I'm saying right now. Here is how you will fix it. Be playful. Have fun with your sentences. So if you're saying something really fast in the beginning, take a moment to slow down in the end. If you're saying something really, really softly in the beginning, make sure that you raise your volume in the end. Learn to play with your vocal modulation. Learn to play with your voice. And then you'll see how people engage with what you say. Habit number 7, the vocal tension. I hear this so often that I feel my voice just shrivels and I feel my voice is not coming right. My throat gets dry. That's because all these muscles are involved in your voice. Now, if you enter a room pre-deciding that you're going to completely bomb it, what do? Your body braces yourself for the damage. So your shoulders are up, your jaw is tight, and when you speak like that, your voice doesn't come out right. So before you enter a conversation, take deep breaths. If you need to walk around, stretch, and most importantly, keep your jaw open. Do some exercises like, I know it looks funny, but do some lip trills. Yep, I know that looks like Donald Duck, but I would rather look like that when no one is watching than completely bomb it out there in an important room where my delivery matters. So do this, relax your body, and you will sound confident. Not the one with shriveled voice, but someone whose voice sounds of conviction. All right, so now you know these 7 habits and how to fix them. But please go back with one thing. Your voice is not something that's permanent. Just like how weight is not permanent, and I'm sure me going to the gym is going to shed a few inches and kilos, so you can change your voice too. Just develop better habits. Habits that allow you to speak up. Habits that tell you that it's fine to be opinionated when the world told you, shh, be quiet. So develop these new habits. And if you are someone who wants to work on your voice, their message, their delivery, and let the world listen to the message, you know who to follow. Me. Just go subscribe, follow me, and if you want to get coached because you believe your message is important, there is a form in the description. Click that, fill it, and I'll connect with you to get you started on your communication journey. But most importantly, if this is something that you know someone else also needs to hear too, make sure to share it with them. Because growth mindset is about sharing, and sharing is caring. See you next time.